Welcome to this how-to guide on submitting candidate results to CIPD for CIPD awarded qualifications. This session is aimed at both new and current centre staff. Please note, this recording is specifically for centres delivering CIPD awarded qualifications. This means that the qualification is awarded by the CIPD and delivered at your institution. For example, if you're running a CIPD programme at a college or private training provider. If you're not sure whether you offer awarded or approved qualifications, please contact your Centre Quality Officer who will be able to confirm this for you. In today's session, we'll start by looking at an overview of the process for submitting candidate results. We'll look at how results are processed and why submitting the right information is so important. We'll then focus on a step-by-step demonstration of how to complete your candidate achievement records, and we'll finish with some tips on where to find further support and guidance. Candidate results are submitted to the CIPD using an Excel spreadsheet, which is known as a CAR form. CAR stands for Candidate Achievement Record. There are different versions of the form depending which qualifications you're submitting results for, and we'll be able to give you some advice on how to select the right one. The CAR forms are the only way in which we process candidate achievements against CIPD qualifications. Without a correctly completed form, we're unable to log qualification results or issue a professional membership certificate. Once you've completed a CAR form for your candidate results, you'll need to send it to your CIPD External Quality Advisor, who will check the form, authorise it and submit it to CIPD. When we receive a CAR form, the information on it is checked against the CIPD database to ensure that the information included matches the centre and candidate data we have on file. If there is any information missing, or details which don't match, the CAR form will be returned to you at the centre. A member of our student administration team will work with you to resolve any errors on the form, which will then need to be resubmitted. Once we've verified that the information is correct, results are uploaded against the candidate record on the CIPD database. Certificates are then produced and sent either directly to the candidate or to the centre, depending on the information specified on the form. Where certificates are being sent directly to your candidates, it's essential that we have been informed of any recent address changes. Please make sure that you remind your candidates of this at the end of their programme. During peak times, such as the end of the traditional academic year, our turnaround service level agreement is up to 8 weeks, as long as all of the information is accurately provided. At quieter times of year, we'll aim to reduce this SLA wherever possible. As results are processed directly from the information submitted on the CAR form, it's essential that the information you provide is accurate and matches the candidate information on CIPD's database. Our small student administration team reviewed over 6,000 candidate results in the first 3 months of 2016. Ensuring that the right information is submitted first time round really helps to make sure that candidate results can be processed swiftly. In particular, it's really important to make sure that the qualification listed on the CAR form matches the qualification that the candidate has been registered on. In the statistics shown here, a minimum of 41% of all CAR form returns related to registrations. These were either candidates who had not been registered with us at all, or who were registered onto a different qualification to the one shown on the CAR form. A further 24% of results were returned because a contact or membership number had not been provided, and internal checks were also unable to identify the correct contact. A proportion of these results also turned out to have no registration. You can find in-depth guidance on registering students on the Centre's extranet, but for the purpose of recording results, it's important to highlight that qualification registration is a two-step process. First, any candidate studying for a qualification must have a pending registration created by the Centre, using CIPD's qualification registration online system. This is the qualification which you will then need to submit student results in relation to. Once a candidate has had a pending registration created for them, they'll receive an automated email prompting them to join CIPD as a student member if they're not already in membership, and to confirm that their qualification registration details are correct. Even if a candidate is already a CIPD member, it's essential that they log on to the website and confirm their qualification details. They won't be fully registered onto their qualification until this step has been completed. It's also essential for candidates to query their registration details with CIPD if the qualification title is incorrect. This will help avoid results being submitted against an incorrect qualification at a later stage. Before you complete a CAR form, we would strongly recommend downloading a student tracking report for your centre from the Qualification Registration online platform. This will help you to match candidate details and ensure that all candidates have a CIPD membership number. Please let us know if you would like any further guidance on how to access these reports. We're now going to walk through the process for completing a CAR form step by step. We'll be looking at selecting the right form, inputting the right information, avoiding common issues, and authorising and submitting your CAR forms. I'm now going to hand over to my colleague Nikki, who will walk you through the step-by-step demonstration.
Welcome to this CAR form webinar for awarded study centres. I'm going to run through each field of the form and all the areas that need to be completed. For the purpose of this example, the candidate has successfully completed and passed the Foundation Certificate in Human Resource Practice. Section 1, the header. The first part to complete is the centre name. Please enter the full name of your institution. Qualification type. This field will already be pre-populated for you with CIPD awarded. Centre number. Please enter your allocated CIPD centre number if known. Qualification title. As you're completing a CIPD awarded qualification CAR, you'll be able to select the relevant qualification from the drop-down box. Credit value. Once you've entered the relevant qualification title, the credit value field will automatically populate with the minimum credit. Delivery location. If this differs from your main site, please enter the location. Cohort start and end date range. Please enter the date that the cohort began and ended the qualification. For those with roll-on or roll-off or carousel start dates, the start date should match the candidate that started the programme first and the end date for the candidate that finished last. Study mode. Please use the drop-down menu to select the correct study mode. Section 2. Candidate Achievement Information. Once the header information is completed, the main table below is where you enter the candidate achievement information. Each row of the spreadsheet represents a single individual candidate. ULN. This 10-digit reference number is used to access the personal learning record. This may be left blank if the candidate does not have one. CIPD number. If the candidate is a member of CIPD, please enter their membership number. For candidates on awards who are not members, please enter the registration number issued to the candidate by the CIPD. If the CAR form asks you for a 7-digit number, please enter the first 7 digits. Membership numbers can be found on your student tracking report. Surname and first name. Please enter them respectively. Once you've entered the name of the candidates, you then need to select the relevant modules that the cohort completed. The modules you select must comply with both the relevant rules of combination and for the qualification your centre is approved. Core units. The first core units are the core units the credit value will display below the unit code. Optional units. The following 8 columns relate to the optional units. Please use the drop-down menus for each column to select the relevant optional modules. Please ensure that these accurately reflect those you are approved to offer and that the cohort have taken. Recording unit achievement. Once the modules are selected, please select from the drop-down menu to accurately represent the individual candidate achievement for each unit. Qualification outcome. Please select the relevant outcome for that individual from the drop-down menu. Reason for non-completion. If the qualification outcome is withdrawn, please select the reason for withdrawal from the drop-down menu. Once the data is entered and correct, the 4 grey columns on the right-hand side will calculate and populate automatically, showing the units achieved, credits achieved, and qualification awarded. Section 3. Dispatch and signatures. Towards the bottom of the CAR form, there is an opportunity to specify where you would like the qualification certificates dispatched to, either to your centre or direct to the candidates. If you would like the certificates to be sent direct to your study centre, please enter the full name and address of who they need to be dispatched to. If you need the certificates for a presentation ceremony, please enter the date of the event in the relevant box and please allow 6 weeks notice. If no box is ticked for either candidate or centre, the certificates will automatically be dispatched directly to your students. Completed car form must be signed and dated by the programme leader, internal verifier and external verifier or moderator. Electronic signatures are permitted. The car must be saved as an Excel spreadsheet entitled to identify the centre and the qualification.
We hope that you found this webinar a useful resource to help with completing your candidate achievement records for CIPD. If you need any further support, there are detailed guidance notes available to download from the Centre's extranet, as well as a handy results submission checklist to make sure that you filled in all of the required information. You can also contact our student administration team Monday to Friday, 9 AM till 5:30 PM if you have any questions. Please note that the car form email address shown here is for centre use only to ensure that we can answer your queries efficiently. Thank you for listening, and please do get in touch if we can be of further assistance.